Amazon normally used to have the 2-day delivery, but now I don't see it no more.
Really trying to find out where's my packages at. And I want to be treated like everybody else.
Amazon is being sued for allegedly charging customers in 2 predominantly black neighborhoods for Prime deliveries, but outsourcing those shipments to other companies. But Amazon says this isn't a matter of discrimination, but rather an issue of safety. Joining me now is Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes. Khalif, the Washington, D.C. Attorney General says Amazon is breaking consumer protection laws by never telling its customers about these shipping changes.
100%.
Right?
They started this and they're saying, look, Amazon pushed back and said, you guys filed this claim and you're alleging that in these 2 jurisdictions, we've decided, to not do 2-day delivery, some days making it 3- and 4-day delivery because it's UPS and United Postal Service. But what they're saying is we have the right to make this change because this is a business. And I totally agree with that. As a business, they have a right to make this change, specifically if they're pointing to what they say is security concerns for their drivers, for their equipment, for the packages to actually get delivered. We talk about porch pirates, but we really never talk about the folks that are out there driving in the neighborhoods actually have to take the stuff to the location. So I think that's a valid point. But I also agree with the attorneys that are bringing the claim, specifically that, well, you got to let the folks know they have a contract with you. They have an agreement. I signed up for Prime, and clearly on the website it says 1 day, 2 days delivery, and I have those options. I'm thinking under this agreement that we've come to. And so now you're saying you changed the agreement without telling me that, oh yeah, in this specific section, you won't get options and access to 1 or 2 days. But if you live right across the street or across the river, I should say, now you can get those same options. I think on its face, it is discriminatory and it seems like there is a breach here. And so bringing the claim is right. I think both of them have valid points. But the key point, I think the clincher for the folks that brought the claim is, you need to let the people know they have a contract. There needs to be an update. There should have been a push notification. There should have been you re-signing this agreement saying, okay, you've come under these terms and conditions, but as of today, the conditions have changed, and telling them why. So then you can make an informed decision to say, I don't want this service anymore, or I'm okay with keeping the service.
So the Attorney General says he wants to recoup money for some of those Prime subscribers. Do you think that is really kind of the next step here?
I think that's where it goes. I mean, Amazon, obviously, they have an unlimited amount of money. I mean, he could sue them 50 million times and they would still have enough lawyers and enough money to pay this out. But you're talking about 40,000 individuals that were affected by this. Those are the number of people that live in both of those zip codes. And I think that would be the first start. The other start would be Amazon has already said, we're willing to work with you to try to figure out how we can bring this situation to a healthy resolution, ensuring those communities will be able to receive packages on a timely basis. But I've been in that situation where I've traveled to places and I'm like, well, at home, I can get it overnight. I can get it same day. And then I go to another jurisdiction. It's like, you're talking about 5 days for the same package. So I've run into that situation myself, but I would like to have at least known, specifically if I lived there, that this is something that's happening in the background secretly.
And I know Amazon kind of had a cheeky response to the office, and they said they'll work with the AG's office to help with crime in those areas. Yeah,
I mean, it's still doubling down on the fact that we only did this because of crime, but I still don't think it gets them out of the situation of you need to tell folks, I haven't made an agreement with you, and the terms of conditions are this. You can't change them after I sign an agreement. And if I'm paying on the year, I've already paid for that. Now, if I'm paying monthly, maybe, but even then, you'd have to update the service. So I think they have a winning case. Settlement clearly down the road soon, and hopefully Amazon fixes this terrible situation.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Khalif, for your insight.